Okay, so the next method or strategy I want to show you is a method that actually allows us to make money from a stock or an ETF or something decreasing in value. Now, that might sound a little weird, but trust me, there is a way to actually make money from the price of something decreasing, okay? So the method is called short selling, and we want to use short selling when we are bearish on a stock, okay? And bearish means we think it's going to go down. So if I'm a Tesla bear or I'm bearish on Tesla, it means that I think Tesla's price is going to decrease, okay? So when we use short selling, we're entering what's called a short position, okay? And a short position is when our money is positioned in a way that we benefit from something decreasing in value, okay? So short selling, I'm going to explain how to do it in a second, but it involves borrowing shares from your broker and selling them onto the market. Now, since we borrowed the shares, we do eventually have to buy them back from the market and return them to the broker. We still owe them the shares, okay? So I'm going to show you how this works. So first thing, we want to pick a stock that we think is going to decrease in value, okay? So let's maybe go with AMD. Let's just pretend that we think that AMD is going to decrease in value. So let's click on AMD here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit the sell side here, okay? So we're going to hit sell, okay? Now you'll see we're on the sell side, minus 100 shares, so that means we're selling. Now keep in mind, we don't own any AMD right now, okay? So we're selling these shares. When we sell them, we're borrowing them from the broker. So I'm just going to go with a market order, okay? So this goes through immediately. So we're going to confirm this, and you'll see that this gives us cash. And remember, the reason it's giving us cash is because we're selling shares. Now this cash sort of gets locked up, and this trade will reduce our buying power. So that cash is just going to sit locked up in our account so that we can use it to eventually buy these shares back. So it does actually reduce our buying power. We don't get to use that cash after we sell it. So let's send that through. Okay, this should fill immediately. Yeah, it's already filled. You can see it here. Okay. So let's go back to account overview. So here now you're going to see our AMD position. And you'll see at the bottom you have in brackets 4,400. So again, that means that that is a negative position, okay? So we owe those 4,000 shares back to the broker. Now up here, this is our profit or loss. Now, right now we're down about $4 on this position, okay? And that's because the price of AMD has gone up. Now the reason this can be profitable is when you sell these shares onto the market, you want to buy them back at a lower price. So you want the price of the stock to go down. And when you buy them back at a lower price, you get to pocket the difference, okay? You get to pocket the difference between the price that you sold them at and the price that you bought them back at. Now, if the market instead goes up, you're actually going to have to buy those shares back at a higher price, and you're going to lose money, okay? So that's why we want to pick stocks that are going to go down. So now let's say, it's been a couple hours, a couple days, whatever, and the price has either gone up to a point where we want to cut our losses, or it's gone down to a point where we say, okay, I don't think it's going to go down any further, and I want to close my position and take my profits. So it's it's pretty much the same as closing a long position, but you can see here it says minus 100. So we're going to click this box, okay? So we owe 100 shares. We're going to click close selected, choose the top option. Okay, that'll bring us to the order editor. And you'll see that since we're closing a short position, that means we actually have to buy the stocks back, right? So it defaults to buy 100 shares. We're just going to go to market again, so it just goes through immediately. We'll hit confirm, and we'll send that through. Now that should fill pretty much immediately. Go to fill. You see it's filled right there. Okay, and let's go back to our account overview. Now you'll see that we ended up losing $27 on that trade, and that's because AMD went up a little bit in value. And you can see down here that we have $0 in this position now, so it's closed. So there you go. That is how you open and close a short position.